what happened, but YouTube decided that we were done with the first half, so we're starting a second half here. And hopefully some of our followers who are watching from the first stream will make it over to our second one. But that's the way sometimes happens. YouTube just shuts down completely through the way we work directly through YouTube, and sometimes the app just says you're done. We have to start over. So hopefully you guys will find us. We're again here this afternoon on the 29th, hanging out here at the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. And we're about a third left before we make it all the way back through the showcase. So glad you guys could join us. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. And our goal here on Magic Mondays is just to make sure that when you have a case of the Mondays, it's a positive thing. So thanks for joining in with us, guys. I know, Andrew. I don't know what's going on, man. I think it really is time for us to start considering using third-party applications to do our streams, because our streams get killed by YouTube way too often. I think it's time to find another alternative. Thank you guys for jumping over and hanging out with us again as we continue our way around. Thanks for jumping over, Steve. Lorella, thank you for jumping over. Glad to have you guys. I know, like I said, YouTube just decided that we were done, even though we weren't done. You ready to go on over to the World ShowPlace?
Yep.
Or do you need to drink a little bit more?
No, air conditioning is not great.
Okay. Christy Disney, good to see you over on the next part two of our stream today. No, Bespoke Magic, you made it. Glad you made it over. No, we were forced to start up a part two this afternoon. So YouTube says, nope, your first stream is done.
Killed us.
It just said, nope, done, finished.
We did.
So
It shut us
we
down.
just started up a second one real quick just so we can continue having
I can feel
fun
the
for a
air
little bit.
conditioning from here. Oh, that is full of awesome. Oh, air conditioning, we love you. That's like a negative air pressure, like it's shoving out the door.
Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. She's like, whatever, we find you. Oh my gosh, look how quiet it is in here.
It's so quiet, guys. I think a lot of people don't even realize the space is back here.
John says, fine, 2-stream day it is. Good to see you, John. Is this the same music it was playing for the cavalcade, isn't it? There's nobody back here, guys. Look at this. This is crazy.
It's quiet, and we have mentioned before.
It's quiet, air conditioned.
The bathrooms here are amazing.
Yeah.
No waiting for a stall here.
Here we go. Boom.
Screenshot.
There you go. I'm goofy. Gosh.
So several of the festival kitchens are in this room.
Carly, good to see you. Glad to have you on. Look at this. We own this place, guys. This is crazy.
Watermelon salad.
There's like very few people back here, period. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5, 6 families. I mean, this is not spring break period like crowds at all back here.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad. This is like the
Cider
jackpot.
House has some amazing food and drink. We got the tasting, the cider. What do you call it?
The flight. The cider flight.
The cider flight last time. And which one did we decide we liked best? Was this the strawberry lemonade one?
Yeah, the lemonade. Yeah, strawberry lemonade one.
It's really good.
Let's go see what the Farmer's Feast is, because that's the one that's going to change.
But they have a the same.
So they say it's going to change daily, and yet we've seen the exact same thing.
They didn't say it would change daily. They said it was a rotating menu. They didn't say what.
It doesn't look like it moves around at all. It's very stationary. We could like push the tables aside and have like a tag football game. Spring onion soup. The duck confit. I like duck. Off the beaten path. Profiterole with the crispy shallots and micro chive. Spring onion soup. I wonder if is that a hot soup or is that a cold soup, do you think? The duck confit. That's one of the first things I remember having at Food and Wine Festival many, many, many years ago. It was the first time I'd ever had it, and I was like, oh, I love this stuff. Roasted root vegetables, rainbows, chard, and duck jus. Duck jus.
I like you.
Duck jus.
I love you.
Jus very much. So what are we trying?
I don't know. Do you want to try the duck confit? No? You said, or the watermelon salad?
Oh, yes. Let's get the watermelon.
Are you being sarcastic? He doesn't like melon.
We can get watermelon salad. I will try it. I've had it in the past, and it was actually pretty good. You know me. I'm not a melon fan. The only melon I really like is blind melon.
Look. They have an early spring menu, a spring menu, and a summer menu.
Oh, well, see, now we're talking. Now here's our rotating menu.
Hold that.
I can't be held responsible if it doesn't come back empty.
Have to buy me another drink.
All right, so early spring has the spring onion soup and the duck confit and off the beaten path we just talked about.
I need to like either fully shadow it or
Just turn on the flash.
behind me.
Oh, you're gonna have to flash it. Turn the flash on. Still off. There you go. Now flash it. So, spring menu, warm asparagus. I'm disinterested. And we've got espuma, parmesan, and fresh truffles. It's still asparagus. There's only so much you can do with a sow's ear. Herb crusted spring lamb. There's my stuff right there. Marble potatoes, spring vegetables, red wine butter sauce. That sounds good. Strawberry rhubarb. Upside down cake. So strawberry rhubarb has a little bit of bitterness to it, right? With creme fraiche, whipped cream.
Strawberry and rhubarb go together. I mean,
Rhubarb in itself is
tart.
yes. What I'm saying is tarty. It's not exactly all sweet. That's
what the strawberries are.
And then the summer menu, which I'm surprised we're already in the spring. Why haven't we started the spring menu yet? Summer menu, we've got tomato and cornbread, panzanella, burrata cheese, and fresh basil. Barbecue seared pork tenderloin with summer succotash, herb butter, and grapefruit vinaigrette. And then, oh, that sounds good for a dessert, lemon ricotta cheesecake on oatmeal raisin cookie butter with passion fruit mango compote. You know, if it's got, the more you add to it, the better it's got to be, right? It's got 14 words behind it. It's got 17 other ingredients. It's got to be delicious.
Barbecue seared pork tenderloin sounds delicious. With the summer succotash, the herb butter, and grapefruit vinaigrette.
So yes, Jen, our first stream did drop. YouTube said, nope, you guys are done. We killed it. So we said, nope, we're going to do it again anyway. So we just started up another one.
So they were not.
And I want you to notice, guys, we're back here in the World ShowPlace. There's nobody back here.
There's maybe 20 people in this room.
Maybe 20 people. Like 5 families total. There are more cast members back here than there are guests.
I was not so very tired. I would be all over getting one of those strawberry lemonade ciders.
A key lime tart. I have a dark chocolate raspberry tart. House-made potato and cheddar biscuit.
Also sounds yummy. With salmon tartare inside of it.
Ooh. House-made potato and cheddar biscuit with salmon tartare.
It's like a biscuit sandwich.
A biscuit sandwich. And then a dark chocolate. Let's go check out the festival favorites here.
Fried green tomatoes.
They do have fried green tomatoes. What's it served with?
A blue crab fennel salad.
A blue crab fennel salad, remoulade, and smoked paprika. Ooh, what do you guys think? I think Susan's been wanting to try the watermelon salad again, which is one of her favorites. It does have the pickled onions and feta cheese on it, and the balsamic reduction, which, you know, again, I don't like watermelon, but in the past I have snuck bites of theirs and have enjoyed it. They also have the beef brisket, burnt ends, and smoked pork belly slider for $7.50. Doesn't it, Jeannie? That sounds pretty good to me. And the key lime tart. What do you say?
I say I would eat some watermelon salad. What do you want? Fried green tomatoes?
Oh, I'm intrigued by the fried green tomatoes. Good afternoon, Eric. Good to have you on. You've joined us on the part 2 of our stream. The first part was just stopped by YouTube, and we've started back up in the World ShowPlace, and there's very few people back here. Yeah, Jeannie, it was a good movie too. Hopefully nobody gets hit by a train. So Jen, no, that's just it. Outside, there are still quite a few. There's still quite a few crowds outside. It's just at this moment they're not coming in here. So no complaints whatsoever. But we've hit sort of a, I guess, a lull in the crowds here, at least in this space. How are you guys doing today? We're lucky to get one of 10 tickets that allow us to come in here because nobody else is here, I guess. What happened? They're all out there. They're all out there. Oh yes, there are a ton of people out there. So there was a cavalcade that came through. Mickey and Minnie came by, and then we walked in here. And there was nobody in here. I'm like, what happened? This is crazy. We've never seen it this empty before. I know. We've had to sit on the floor and eat before. So I mean, now we can eat. We could eat at every one table we want to. We could just jump from table to table to table. So we're thinking, well, we've been seeing all the spring break crowds still. It's been kind of busy, but then to walk in here and not see it, it's like, what happened? Is there something that, no, it's still very busy on the outside. So they're still a little bit packed. There's only a few attractions here in Epcot, so that makes it a little bit harder. But this is good. We get our watermelon salad like that today.
This is like one of my favorites.
Yes, mine too. I do it at home too.
And I get fresh fried green tomatoes.
I do it at home, but I don't have the big ones.
Oh, thank you. That looks awesome. Thank you guys very much.
That looks really good.
We really do have a choice of whatever table we want to sit at.
Can we find one that doesn't have so much of the funky light?
Maybe in the back.
Maybe.
Here. What do we say here?
Let us know if the signal goes funky. This whole space can be kind of tricky. Oh, the fried green tomatoes look really good.
And I got something scraping there. That's what was causing issues before.
Have you already gotten a photo of the watermelons in action? We're going to the restroom before we do this and wash my hands too. I'll be back. Sorry.
All right, let's see if we can zoom this back up here. There we go. It's a little bit less of a salad than I've seen in the past. This is the watermelon salad. It does have the pickled onions, and the feta cheese and the balsamic reduction. I don't like watermelon, but the balsamic reduction and the cheese really does make a big difference. Something else is very strong too. Is that my salad that I'm smelling there? Anybody else not like watermelon? Am I the only one? Am I the only weird one who doesn't care for watermelon? I might sneak a bite before Susan comes back. And of course, this is fried green tomatoes like I've never seen before. You guys can see that? Let me flip this around here. It's got a crab salad to it. I don't think I've ever had fried green tomatoes with crab salad. But that's what we're here for, is to try to expand our culinary tastes. Try something different and find a new favorite. Trying to remember if that's, put that in there. All right. Some very exciting music though, by the way. So, Carly says, I do not like watermelon. I totally get it. I think it tastes weird. Jen, I love watermelon. It's one of my favorite fruits of all times. A lot of people do like it. Naomi likes watermelon, but I have to have salt sprinkled on top. You know, and it's funny, the first time that I had watermelon and I put salt on it with the kids, they thought I was joking with them. They thought I was being mean and that I was trying to make it nasty and trying to ruin their watermelon. And I tell them, salt, it has that
Salt makes
adverse
things
effect.
taste more like what they are.
Yes, and well, makes it taste sweeter. Sweet things taste sweeter and savory things taste more savory. So I like the salt for that reason.
Yep.
Angela, I do not like watermelon. I do like the watermelon flavor, just not the actual watermelon. I get that. That 100,000% brings out the flavor. Yes, it does. It really does. Totally get that. I like the smell, but not the taste. Bespoke says, I like watermelon with some tahini. We have tahini now.
I bought some.
She bought some, so she had some with the watermelon, not watermelon.
Pineapple.
Panapoli. The panapoli she had over in the refreshment port over in Africa. area of Epcot. After trying that, she got some tahini at the house, and I actually made it. Tell me if this is weird. I actually put some tahini in some sweet corn. I mixed some butter and some other stuff, and I put tahini on it, and I served it to the kids and myself. They all liked it, except for Liberty. Liberty just likes corn. So, hey, we got some music, guys. Hello! It's Carol. Say hello to Carol. She's going to play piano for us.
She's awesome.
Look at my beautiful sunflowers. They're just blossoming, aren't they? Well, we love celebrating nature here at Disney. It's so wonderful. And poets and composers have written poems and songs about nature for generations. About flowers, and the sun, and the moon, and the stars. And I get to celebrate that in music today, too. So we're going to start celebrating with a song called I Got the Sun in the Morning and the Moon at Night. You all dancing, that makes me really happy. Well, this is a song I bet the kids all know. I bet they've had it before. It's called You Are My Sunshine.
So, I don't think I've ever had fried green tomatoes like this.
No? What's different about
It's
them?
crab salad.
The crab salad with them is what's throwing you?
Yeah. I've always had like fried green tomatoes like a sauce or something like that.
So is it good or bad?
I tried the crab salad by itself,
Yeah?
and I didn't care for it. It was very fishy-ish. But together, the bite together, with a little bit of the bitterness of the green tomato,
It's good?
pretty good together.
Okay. It's really thick slices of green tomato.
There's no way I would have ever done this on my own.
It doesn't look appetizing.
Fennel.
It's like dill.
Is it dill? What's the deal?
I think I want to. Fiddle kind of has a licoricey
Sunshine
taste,
away.
but I mean maybe they look the same.
Do kids even know this song anymore?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, thank you, You Are My Sunshine. Yeah, there's a big, big orb up in the sky called the moon. And we love writing songs about the moon. One of the most beautiful songs was written back in the 60s
Wow,
by
now.
Henry Mancini.
Nobody says I didn't like the fishiness of that dish either, but the green tomatoes were good.
I love fried green tomatoes.
And it was composed by Henry Mancini
So-
and the lyrics were by Johnny Mercer.
It is.
It was a movie
I like
called
crab,
Breakfast at Tiffany's starring Audrey
but
Hepburn, and the music is Moon River.
yeah, the salad by itself is not all that grand. But with the green tomatoes, does that really make it green tomatoes anymore, though? I don't know. There's more crab salad than there is green tomato. But has anybody ever had green tomatoes with crab salad before?
I have not heard of it before now.
I mean, to me, it's an odd combination. But the batter and the bitterness of the green tomato does counteract the fishiness of the crab salad. And I like it
Yeah.
together. How do you come up with those combinations?
I don't know.
Jen says she's not a fan of the sea. Jen, I'm on a seafood diet. So
Need a knife. Seem to be struggling to cut that.
I see food and I eat it. You know.
He does, it's true.
It's hard to tell from my girlish figure, but I do tend to enjoy some food. It's a good combination.
I think you're gonna have crab left over though.
I know that's the problem. I don't want to have crab salad left over. Now, who here watching has never, ever had fried green tomatoes? Because I always consider fried green tomatoes to be some of the southern things.
Favorite Disney characters is a character of guy named Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh lives in nature too. He has to be in the 100-acre woods. And there's a great song about Winnie the Pooh. We might be a little jazzed because of that.
Good. I still got all the crab and tomatoes together. Who? Willy-nilly, silly old bear. All right, I would have that again. As long as I could have all the bites together. What's changed? Apart, wouldn't really care for it, but together it makes really good bites. A little bit of tanginess, and the fishiness is gone when you have it together. So, see, I'm glad I tried it. It's good.
Now he knows.
Yep. Now, let me tell you my review of the watermelon salad.
He didn't have any.
It's gone.
It was delicious. As always.
I'm gonna take her word for it. Because she didn't let me have a bite. Didn't let me try it. Uh-oh.
It does not like how we are set up right now.
No, it does not. Our gimbal says we must move on.
Sorry, I had a question from an agent friend. I just want to answer really quick. Wow. Just how had a lot of things open on his phone. You had a lot of apps open. I just closed them. Extra silverware. I don't think I'm gonna waste. Look at the lovely card.
Oh, my goodness.
You need the old style gimbal? I do have it. Do you want to switch?
It's fine. It's just it can't maintain that space because the connector isn't holding its space like it's supposed to. It's off balance and it can't hold it for too long. That was lovely.
Another wonderful.
All right, mask it up.
Those are the stars. For example, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, you might all know. And there's so many wonderful variations we can do. So.
Again, look at this. Just almost has the place is just. Oh, if only it was this nice and empty all the time. All right, everybody say goodbye to Carol. We'll see you next time, Carol. See you later. So again, we saw the Mickey cavalcade. When Minnie wasn't there. Minnie wasn't with Mickey today. It was just Mickey after the cavalcade. Of course, our stream died, so we started up a new one and we walked into the World ShowPlace. And there's just very few people in here. Less than 20 people in the entire pavilion when we walked in, so no waits at any of the lines. Susan enjoyed the watermelon salad. I had a very unique and interesting, I don't think I would have ever tried it any other way, kind of a crab salad with fried green tomatoes. So that was like perfect timing. It feels humid out here.
It's a little cooler though.
It is slightly cooler.
It feels like it might rain.
Yes, bye, Carol. We'll see you later. Jen, how can two sweet souls hate watermelon? Well, I think there's something as being too sweet, Jen. It's just,
I just want to point out
it's-
that his mother does not like anything that's melon or cucumbers.
I like cucumbers, kind of, sometimes. It depends on how they're prepared. Megan's like, watermelon should go in the trash.
I think you were taught not to like.
You think I was taught to not like watermelon? See, I remember as a child, I used to like watermelon. We used to have like watermelon all the time in the summer because, you know, we used to grow our own watermelons out in the garden. So you just go get your own watermelon. You know, neighbor kids would come over or you'd have a family gathering. You'd cut up a watermelon after dinner and everybody would just grab a slice and they'd throw some salt on it and go to town. I used to eat watermelon that way as a child, but I don't think I really cared for it like too much. Let's put it this way, if you cut up a slice and gave it to me, I would eat it, but I would never go out of my way to get my own.
And if I ever buy melon, he's always offended.
Yeah, well, cantaloupe is
Bring it into
nasty.
the house.
You get cantaloupe and honeydew and then it gets all ripe and smells.
I sliced it right away this last night.
It really does take over the smell of the house rather quickly. So Jen's like, so no orange bird shirt today.
He wore it yesterday.
Yeah, I did. I wore it yesterday. I didn't think ahead. Megan, I hate all melons and only eat cucumbers and falafel wraps. So I kind of get you in that way. You know, honeydews, cantaloupes, don't really care for. But I like cucumbers in like salads.
I told you.
I like cucumbers in sandwiches. But just to give me a cucumber by itself, it has to be a different type of day. Depends on the day. Maybe on Tuesdays. Andrew wants to know if we can ride Figment. I don't know. What's our wait time? I wouldn't mind riding a ride today before we finish out. Jen loves cantaloupe. You know what? And if you make a fruit cup and you put melon in it, that's just wrong. You don't put melon in a fruit cup. No, that's just wrong. So Christy says watermelon salad with arugula and goat cheese is yummy. Polite Pig has a delicious one too. Have you had the watermelon salad at the Polite Pig? We were by there. We went by there last night, and
I liked it. I liked the one that they have here.
you like it better than the one at the Polite Pig? We walked past the Polite Pig both last night and this morning. Oh, it smells delicious.
It's a 30-minute wait.
So probably about 20 minutes actual. The Honey Bistro. The great watermelon debate. Very true. Did you see the small little dog up there?
Yeah.
It's cute. Megan says Polite Pig does smell good, even though I don't eat it. It does, has a very inviting smell to it. Mind your melons and your P's and Q's. I like peas. Q's aren't too bad either. So, do you still remember when we came out here the day they were just planting these flowers?
Yes, I do.
Matter of fact, when we came out here that afternoon, they were just digging this up. And the next bed over was just dirt. It's a lot darker than I remember past designs too. Like with the really dark flowers out there.
Yeah.
They're grilling vegetables at the Flavorful.
Yes. It's delicious.
They were closed when we walked by earlier.
No, they were open. It's just that you ordered up here. Yeah,
Huh.
they have a kiosk up here too.
Bless you. It's so weird to see the entire building now gone over here. To this side of Interventions. Basically, west side of Interventions is now completely demolished. So an area that we used to walk through, that was our main way to walk through. You walk past Spaceship Earth, get to the Fountain of Nations, and then you take a right and walk in between Interventions where the Epcot character spot was. That entire building is now gone. Bubbles? Ooh, bubbles. Bubbles! All right, working our way over to Journey to Imagination. Because, you know, it's been a while since we've been on an attraction. Let's go ride a ride. Hey, this is kind of where we started, wasn't it?
It was.
We started over here in the DVC lounge today. We made our way back. Once again, we've sort of made ourselves a circle today. All right, so let's jump in line. Go meet ourselves a little dragon. Winnie the Pooh is now out in the grass.
There's Winnie the Pooh. That little bear. It's catching butterflies.
I think we're free to just jump in line here.
Timestamp, it's 5:20.
Timestamp 5:20. Boop. Oh, we get to go around the go to the left. We don't ever rarely get to go to the left anymore. Let's see the helmet cam. I joke about the fact that this invention up here is something I need to retroactively fit so I can stream from a camera on my head. That way you guys get a perfect point of vision.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a brief delay as the cast members perform either procedures for each of our ride vehicles. We will resume operations in just a few moments.
Did you hear that?
We thank you for your patience and understanding.
They're disinfecting the vehicles at this point. You know it's a long line when they make you turn left to come in here. So, let me show you guys this really cool helmet. We'll see if we can come up with something like this we can use for our streams, for future streams. I think it'd be perfect. I could just put it on my head. That way I can just show you everything I see, and I won't even have to worry about showing you my face or anything like that. So, check this out. Now if we can just get it to work with YouTube, how cool would that be? You can even dial out there. Get some effects there. I'm gonna move up to the other side here. I think that'd work out pretty well. The Cam-O-Rama. The funny thing about that is that, that was sort of a joke, the whole 360-degree camera. Way back in the day, that was a joke that they'd come up with something like that. And now we actually do have 360-degree cameras, and they don't look nearly that big. But it's kind of funny that they come up with something like that. Janet exactly is. It's exactly the helmet that he wears when he's looking for the kids. He's got the little magnifier on it, and he can watch and see what he sees. Wayne Zielinski. Always watching. And there's Weibo. You guys remember Weibo, right? Weibo from the remake of The Absent-Minded Professor, also known as Flubber. is a pretty interesting little animatronic. A cool sidekick, so to speak. Yeah, what was that, Andrew? Clubbed. What? Flubber! They really are not the same movie in the whole aspect. They really updated it when they made Flubber. But the fact that Flubber in itself is sentient, I think makes for a completely different movie. So what did you guys prefer? Let's take a poll. Put a poll up. Who thinks that the Absent-Minded Professor is an actual better movie, or is Flubber the better movie? Now, I like Robin Williams, but I can't take that into account. Just the storyline itself. So in the chat, who prefers the original black and white Absent-Minded Professor, and who prefers the reboot called Flubber? Now, we were just talking about Wayne Szalinski the other day when we were talking about Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. I think it was on Saturday's live stream. Philip Brainerd, Nigel Channing, aka the guy who doesn't even remember filming this thing. So Jen says, oh, Weibo would be really good to stream with. I agree, that would be kind of cool. Then we could, I don't know, that would be considered a drone or not. Disney may not let us get away with that. So, let's see, Jen says 100% the Absent-Minded Professor. Richard Martin says the original as well. How's it going, Eric? Doing good, man. Andrews also votes for Absent-Minded Professor. Jen says she likes the sequel a lot, but when they come into the courtroom with the big veggies. So Eric says he's ready for Magic Mountain come April 1st. I miss the days we could always go over to Magic Mountain as well. We lived just a couple of miles over from the park. Enjoyed it every weekend. Jen says, where is Dreamfinder? Yeah. Why, hello there. I'm Dreamfinder. Oh, Figment. Hello. 2? Thank you. So when Susan and I were in California, we had to find a place to live. I worked in Burbank, across the street from the Burbank airport. So I found Valencia, which is just a couple of miles down the street from Magic Mountain. And we already had Six Flags annual passes. Thank you. So we already had annual passes from Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. Cost us $40 for gold passes for all year round. So they were closed most of the time of the year, only during the middle. Moved to California. Kentucky Kingdom was closed, but Magic Kingdom, or the Magic Mountain, was open every single weekend all year round. So for $40, we get an annual pass to go to a park every single weekend that we only lived a couple of miles from. So, 2? Just hopping in. Sonia's mom and dad, have a beautiful evening. We'll see you guys next time. There's our light. Bing, 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 bing. All right, guys. We're going to keep our mouths shut during the ride so that everyone else can enjoy it. If we do lag, just continue to refresh. We'll be back with you guys as soon as possible if we do happen to lose you. Thank you. Oh, take off my hat.
To ensure your safe tour of our sensory labs, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your tour.
Thank you.
Keep a watchful eye on your children, and oh yes.
All right, so we got in line at 5:20. What time is it?
5:31.
5:31. 11 minutes. That was not quite 30. That was even with a disinfection going on. There we go, guys. Enjoy.
Drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing. Right. What? This is on. Hello? Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? Not to interfere.
But you got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! That's imagination. For every sound, your ears are hearing. Thousand thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things from just a sound. Your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm, scientific, figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using art to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3 and
With MGMT, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye. Just turn your imagination loose and anything can happen.
Figment. He's gone. Our research shows that smells often trigger the imagination, especially when pleasant, familiar smells come to play. Figment, this is not a good time.
It's always a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woohoo! You win one cent!
Figment, don't! Oh, yeah, that really stinks.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows. One awful whiff can send you reeling.
I'm a winner.
Can be appealing. Your mind defines what enters through your nose. That's how you tell a skunk is not a rose. Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down.
Now you're talking. That's the best idea you had all day. With just a spark of inspiration. Now here's the real open house. Come on in. So, what do you... Is it...
More than you can imagine.
But Doc, it's exactly what I imagined. Imagination is the brains of the house.
Of course. Imagination is just turning your thinking upside down. Come on, Figment. It's time to get back to the Institute.
I know a shortcut.
sparks
from me and you.
I do. Oh, yes. Thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
It's Mickey. One little spot of inspiration is at the heart of all creation. Right at the start of everything that's new. Stop right up for you. Imagination.
Now we invite you to celebrate in the image booth.
Hooray! Let's
Come true. It's just a spark from me and you. And on the spot of inspiration is at the heart of all creation. Right at the start of everything that's new. A little spark lights up for you. Imagination, imagination. Thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. Bespoke says, I have to confess, I hate this ride. It is very either you love it or you hate it.
Yeah. For us, it's nostalgia because
Our kids have always known just this version. So the idea of going, well, where's Dreamfinder? They have never met Dreamfinder. They don't know Dreamfinder. So they know this ride. So it's a little easier for us to take. Carly says she can smell the skunk. That might have been me, I don't know. So, when character meet and greets meet back again, hopefully in the near future here, hopefully we'll have our internet device up and running again where we can meet Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope Fun Suites here. Question is, will they open back up here or will it be so long that the new play pavilion will be open on the other side of Future World? We may never see them here again.
I hope it's not that long.
So we'll have to see. Then of course, over on the other side, I think it's just kind of ironic that Imagination Land is dark. We just got off the ride talking about Imagination and all of us, Imagination Land's closed. There's the link where Wreck-It Ralph and Vanellope come out. It is kind of cool how quickly they download. Even with, Disney Wi-Fi around here. So they do have flower and garden merchandise in here as well. How's it going, Bob? Good to see you, man. One Stop Mouse. Glad to see you. Just enjoyed or hated, whichever way you look at it, our ride over here on Journey to Imagination. They still have the Figment hoodie. One of these days we'll have to get Liberty. I think she would rather enjoy it. She'd wear it too. Epcot Center. They also have some store-in merchandise over here as well. Travel the world. Bob, it's funny because, there's still lots of crowds out there for spring break, but when we walked into the World ShowPlace, there's like 15 people in there. There were more cast members inside than there were guests buying food or hanging out at the tables. We came over here to Journey to Imagination. 30-minute wait was what was posted. We were in 11 minutes, but there really wasn't that long a line considering the fact it's still considered spring break. So it's still crowded. There's still lots of people here, but it sort of depends where you go in the pockets of really where the crowds are at the moment. So we do have our little pockets of non-crowdedness as well. Our jumping fountains are jumping this afternoon.
They're hoppity.
Like they're hopping on down the Easter Bunny Trail. You know what? There are no Easter treats here in Epcot. There are Easter treats in Animal Kingdom. There are Easter treats in a lot of the resorts. There are Easter treats over at Disney Springs, Ganachery, over in Emirates Patisserie. There are no Easter treats in Epcot, Hollywood Studios, or Magic Kingdom. What the rabbit? I don't get it. Now, I will say this. There are some Easterish dishes over at the confectionery, which as of today has been moved on Main Street. The confectionery has been moved over to the Main Street Theater for a temporary time where they're redoing it, refurbishing it, getting ready for the 50th. And that opened up today. And they do have, you know, your pink, your Rice Krispie treats and your yellow. They do have some things.
The bunny-shaped strawberry cheesecakes.
Yeah.
Or
Like the really cool, like something at Sunshine Tree Terrace or something in which it's carrot cake flavored Dole Whip or something. I don't know. Have anything that only and I guess it's to keep people from gathering together in groups to play with the jumping fountains. I say let the people jump. Let the people go for it. What I can show you from up here though, a little bit better view. As we zoom in, you can see that the entire interventions area for West Side Interventions is gone. You can see a little bit of the special lounge here at the Spaceship Earth at the back. And off to the right here, I'm going to turn a little bit. You can see where they're going to be working on the electric umbrella. And of course, over to this side, which I can't quite see from here, they're working still on the new gift shop. So Mouse Gear will eventually go back to where it was previously once completed. They got some new sheetrock up. I'm just thinking about how long it's been since we walked in this middle area here at Future World. I still remember doing a video, when was it, August of 2019? The kids and I were coming through, you know, saying our goodbyes to the Coca-Cola store, the cool zone, so to speak. Last time at the Fountain of Nations. Last time we went through the Epcot character spot. Now you can see all the way through to the front area here where the fountains are, and the new flag's up.
electric umbrellas in pieces.
Yeah, it's still kind of in shambles at the moment. All right, so what I would like to point out to you guys real quick is if you're looking over here, Bespoke Magic got lost in Epcot with so many walls. Yes, it's very possible that it can be that way. What I want to point out to you guys real quick, and if you're not looking for it, you might not even notice it, but straight ahead in the very middle of the screen is the show building for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. It's smack dab in the middle of the screen. Can you guys see the edges of it? Let me help you out a little bit if you're missing it. This just kind of blows my mind a little bit, because watch. The entire show building is right there, guys. When you zoom in and you really look, oh, the light just changed. See, the sun is coming through the clouds. You can see it now. Just a second ago, you couldn't see it. Now you can, because the sun is coming through and shining on this side right before it dips down below the horizon. But before I zoomed in and before the sun came out, you couldn't even really see the building was there. You can see it clear across the World Showcase Lagoon. But in the right times, in the right light and the right colors, sometimes it blends right into the background and you don't even know the building's there. Now you can see it because of the sun coming back out. Can't wait for that ride to open up. All right. Well, we'll go from this fountain to the next fountain. Normally up here, if you have a Chase Visa gift or Chase Visa debit card, you can come over here and get an exclusive meet and greet at this spot. Of course, there are no meet and greets period right now, but soon when that returns, we'll have to take you guys over and share that with you, because we do have one of those cards. We would often go, you could go in and sometimes see more than one character at a time, sometimes up to 3 characters all at one time.
It's like a surprise.
You never knew who the characters were. Sometimes it's just Mickey. Sometimes it's Mickey and Minnie. Sometimes you walk in there and it's Goofy and Pluto. Boy, the sun just did peek out through the clouds. Look at it now. Whew, the sun is out and about now. Oh, Jen says she met Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy with Carly at that spot. Here's a Figment. Figment's kind of spooky with the light shining like him like that. You gotta get in the right light. Let me come on this side. There's Figment. Looking kind of green today. Good afternoon, Vicky. Oh, there's nobody in the butterfly house now. We had to wait a little bit this afternoon. Good to have you on, Vicky. We're running a little late today because we had to do a part 2. So I'm glad we could be on long enough to catch you today. It is a little weird seeing Figment in green instead of purple. So this morning it was a little overcast. We did have a 20% chance of rain today, and it actually sprinkled a little bit on our way into the parks today.
It is still pretty cloudy. It's just that there's a break in the clouds over by where the sun is setting. So.
Yeah, that was kind of weird because it has been overcast all day. So to have it just now, literally like 4 or 5 minutes ago, 4 or 5 minutes ago, those clouds just broke right there. And that was the first time we really had the sun shine out just like that.
Right there.
Just there. You guys want to see something funny though? Hang on, let me show you this. You guys know this guy, right? Sheriff Woody Pride. Bo Peep. You guys, anybody know the names of these 3 sheep? Disney trivia time. Do you remember their names?
No.
Oh, Susan can't remember. Does anybody know without Googling the sheep's names? I'll give you a hint. Bridge.
For the health and safety of everyone, face coverings must fully cover your nose and mouth. And you'll want to
I may be wrong and I may remember incorrectly, but I think from what I can tell
not comply. Will be asked to leave.
of Toy Story 4, this is Billy Goat Gruff.
Shopping is easy and maintain physical distance.
But what I wanted to show you guys is over here. You got all these Toy Story things, right? Some planters. You got your topiaries, you got your jacks, your crayons, all over here, right? So the weird thing is, come over here and look over in the tree.
Just one random monkey. Is there only one? Where are all the others?
No more monkeys jumping in the tree. I don't even know if most people even realize it's there. But there's just one monkey, just by himself. Everybody else is over there. They're all over there. But over here, way over here, one little monkey. And most times he's like hidden behind the trees. So, who knew? All right, Bespoke Magic. Did you Google it? Did you Google it, Bespoke?
I think I don't like about this.
Yeah, there's Ham on the side of the block. Was I right? Was I right? Was Billy Goat Gruff? Was it Billy Goat Gruff? I think it's Billy Goat Gruff.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Susan's going to take my word for it.
All right, loading it.
I'm a pretty butterfly. I got the wings. Heimlich. Different Pixar movie.
You know, we were discussing dining locations here in Epcot earlier, and we did not mention
Coral Reef.
the Coral Reef. We've dined there. I enjoyed the experience, and the food was pretty good. The kids definitely enjoyed it.
I think more for the experience of eating beside the aquarium than anything.
No mines.
Mine? 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 Mine?
There they go.
They're fighting over the bubbles. So I'm kind of the idea that the Coral Reef was great for the experience plus the food, but if it's just the food by itself, I don't think I would probably, I would rate it very high. To me, it was just kind of like, okay. But it was more for the experience than anything. Here's the thing. I would think that Coral Reef would become a lot more popular restaurant, and at least a little bit more difficult to get reservations now that this is opened up. Because prior to, the only way to get to Coral Reef was to come all the way around this whole area and then come to this area and dead into this area. There was no other way to get to Coral Reef before they opened up this pathway. So there were tons of people who didn't even know it was back here. Now, later on this year, on the other side of this wall, the Moana Water is Life exhibit will be opening up. They're telling us that they expect it to be open by the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. So we'll see if that exhibit does make it in time by October. That means if that's the case, at least the first wall will be down in the next few months. We'll see if they can maintain that. Rachel says Benjamin wants to eat there and see the sharks. It is cool to sit there and have a meal and watch as the sharks and the other sea life swims by. I said it really does add to the experience. Of course, my go-to joke always is, you know, when the waiter comes up and asks you what you want, you always want to point to the tank and go, I want that one.
No.
They don't think that's very funny.
Yeah.
I want that guy right there. Oh, Megan says she swam with them in there. Back in the day when you could actually go for scuba swims inside the tank. That's risky because, you know, somebody might pick you from the tank while you're in the restaurant. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon. We're going to be wrapping only because, well, we want to make sure our kids are doing well and we're going to feed them dinner. We like to do that pretty regularly. And so I'm going to walk over here and get one last view of the Spaceship Earth and our fountain today. Speaking of feeding our kids, thank you guys for helping us feed our family by letting us help you plan your next Disney vacation. Never any fees for us to help you plan your vacations. We can be your travel agent for no cost to you. But it makes a huge difference to us because it helps us keep our small business going as Travelmation travel agents. So thank you guys so much for giving us the opportunity to do that. Dustin the streamer, good to see you, man. Hey, we're very close to where we first met for the first time. We're just around the corner. Just a few weeks ago. Time flies by, doesn't it? Bespoke says we should pop up in our Instagram more often. That would be awesome to do. We should do that more often. Naomi, why do they always want dinner? I know. What is with that? I don't get it. So we we used to go live on Instagram a lot more. The only problem is now when you go live on Instagram, you just lose it. Used to we could save it and it would stay live in your stories for 24 hours, and we used to go live all the time. Now it's like if I go live, if I drop it afterwards, anybody who missed it, it's gone. No one ever gets to see it, but it's still cool to check in with you guys. So if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, we'd love to have you join us over there. We also have a Facebook account. We'd love to have you jump over there and join us. We'll try to go live on Facebook a little bit more as well. But thank you guys for popping in and being a part of our live streams here every Monday and Friday. It does mean a lot that we can see you, chat with you, and see how you guys are doing. And thank you for popping in, even if it's just a few minutes, to let us know that you guys are doing okay, that you're having a great week, and that just kind of what's going on, and check in with you guys as far as week to week goes as well. So thank you for all of our Magic Crew patrons out there, guys who are part of our Patreon account. With those patrons out there have committed to helping us out a little bit just to make sure we can keep our streams going on different levels. Next week, we're going to have a couple of more benefits that are going to be coming out and sharing those out with our producers and directors. Also, just again, we just want to make sure it's a special shout out to everybody who's official in our Magic Crew. If there's ever something you want to check out, you can do so over at patreon.com/ear-to-ear magic. and that information is also in the description of our videos. And as always, if we can help you guys plan your next vacation, whether it be Disney, Universal, cruises, or really any travel whatsoever, let us know. You can reach out to us at chrisedwards@travelmation.net, susanedwards@travelmation.net, and we'll be glad to help you of no cost, give you quotes, help you plan out your trip, and make sure that you've got someone on your side when it comes to doing your next bit of travel. And that is just something we love to do, especially with all of you guys that we've gotten to know to be a part of our Disney Ohio. So thank you guys so much. It's been an awesome afternoon. We're going to head on out, but we're always going to be around. So if there's something we can help you guys out with, shoot us an email. Shoot us a DM over on Instagram or on Facebook. And there's always our magic mail address. If you check into our description of our videos, you can send us a package as well. I think there's a few of you guys who've sent us something, and we're looking for that to come in as well. And if we can, we're going to share that with you guys on a future live stream. On Friday, we will be back in the Magic Kingdom.
Yay!
So we can't wait to hang out with you guys on Friday on our next live stream. And who knows, we might have another one come. Maybe Wednesday, we'll see. So thank you guys, everybody in the chat. You guys have a wonderful, magical evening. We will see you guys
In the parks.
Thanks a lot, guys.